Hi, thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be a possible repair video on a Cyclops 12-volt battery unit, a Brute. They make an AC version and a DC version of this. This happens to be the 12-volt battery-powered one. So we're going to go through it, see if we can get it going for the guy. Don't get very many 12-volt models of these. I get the AC versions, but more often. Probably because they sell more of the 110 volt version to do the 12 volts, because the 12 volts are probably 30% more money to buy than the 110 versions. So, but the note on this says Cyclops Brute was in last Friday's all-day rain, and now it doesn't produce a charge. Please repair it. He said, I'll try to. I shall keep it in a watertight container from now on. So it must have been out in the weather and got wet. Now, these are 12 volt units, so they're made to be hooked to a 12 volt battery where you don't have power. So, typically people will have them outside. But the bad thing about the Cyclops brand over some of the other 12 volt brands out there, these don't have any kind of gasket in the case. So just I'll open it up. There's just an overlapping case. They'll just overlap by about that much. That little section right here, that's about how much they're overlapping. So water, there's no gasket, grommets, nothing, so water can get inside of them. So you got to keep them protected. This isn't even that old of a unit. It's a 2019 model. So if water hadn't messed with it, it'd probably still be running. But not anymore. It's not. Need Phillips screwdriver to get this thing loose. I get these screws out. I wish I knew where my drill was. God dang. Let me take these screws out real quick.
Screwdriver.
Well, you gotta take the Phillips out first. Screws in the back. Oh. Two, yeah, just two. Well, if this got water in it, it didn't look too bad. All right, so let's hook it to 12 volt power, because I mean it looks pretty clean, so I don't see nothing really out of place yet. But let's hook up 12 volt supply to it. Put 13 volts. Now these don't have a switch, so as soon as you apply power, it's going to power itself on. It's working. maybe some water got in there and had to dry itself out a little bit. But what we'll do is we'll let it run for a while, because you can't really see the video very well. But the light is flashing down there. See it flashing there? So that's a good sign. It's getting power. Let's turn the power supply off. Let's flip this around. And we'll test the output and see. But he's lucky that water didn't really mess it up any more than it did, because it's pretty darn clean. You can see the numbers on here are kind of smeared because the water kind of loosened the ink up, so it smeared it a little bit. But there's a little bit of rust starting to build up on the plates, so the metal plates transfer. That's cosmetic. It won't hurt anything. And I don't see any water damage on the board there. The board, I mean, it looks pretty clean. If it got water in it, that didn't get in it too bad. But you can see there's no gaskets in these things. I have a little trough right here, but that doesn't do anything. This is where the cases kind of sit together. So if you got a 12 volt unit, especially the Cyclops, you got to build a box for them. They're not watertight by any means, or waterproof. I guess water resistant might be the better word, but even then, it's not very well waterproofed or water resistance. Okay, so we'll see if I would guess to be 7 or higher.
Come on. One side up.
Okay, it's about 7. I'm gonna let this thing run for a little bit, and we're gonna see how it goes. But if anything else comes up with this thing where it needs some more work done to it, we'll make another video on it and talk about it. But right now, at the moment, I think this is fine. I may call Cyclops up and see if 7 is what these 12-volt units are supposed to be at. Let's for the heck of it, let's see what kind of spark it'll jump. Touch the ground and get really close to the hot side.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it still hits hard. So
Hard hitting motherfucker. Hey, is there a way to work on this like this? Can't you, like, don't have to take everything fucking off?
alright, well, we'll make another video if we need to, but right now this thing seems to be working fine, I think. So I'm going to just hook the power supply up to it, put it off to the side, and let it run for a while. If it runs for the rest of today or overnight until tomorrow morning, if it's still running, and we'll just call it good. But right now it seems to be working fine. Alright, well that's about it for this little video. But if something comes up with it not working right, we'll tear back into it and we'll make another video on it. But till next time, see you guys later. Tell your friends about us. There's our website where you can send things to, an address and everything. Till next time, see you later.